Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob Ferguson. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Yep, I know, I'm filming this on a Monday. Do I really care? No. 1 minute. Sorry. With my snack, with this popcorn, I actually like to put garlic powder and onion powder in it. I just think it makes it taste better. I don't know. Goodbye. This week, we're going to be talking about Rupaul's Drag Race. Season 17, episode 11. The queens were tasked to overact in Ross Matthews versus the Ducks, in homage to Truman Capote versus the Swans. That was a Ryan Murphy miniseries. And category of the runway is black and white ball, and in homage to Truman Capote, who threw balls. He was also gay, so make of that what you will. So, we get back in the workroom after the roast. Everybody's congratulating Lydia on her win, but we see the mirror message. When I tell you, Ariadne, I'm so glad you've gone home. I was going to say something else there, but being a gentleman and being nice, I can't. You systematically caused your own downfall. Caused the downfall of Jules when you stole her jokes. And then proceeded, well, okay, Jules would have flopped either way. Her jokes weren't that funny. But you systematically made everybody dislike you. And so I hope you're happy. I really do. Because you've gone down in her story as one of the cruelest people on Drag Race. You know, there are lines that you don't cross. Even if you're mad about something, you never cross those lines. And what Ariadne put on the mirror message was just awful. It was a horrid, horrid thing to do. That was very ugly of me. But, with all that being said, let's go on with the episode. So, everybody tells Anya, you're good. Because Anya, I think, has shown that she is the mother of the group. A lot of people like her, which is great. A lot of people also like Lexi, too. I think that they are pushing for Lexi on your storyline. It is very season 9 coded. Especially with this top 6 that we have now. It really is season 9 coded. We've had a few out of placements here or there. But like Anya is Shea Coulee in this moment. Doesn't always have the best drag, but has a lot of things. Susie Toot is Alexis Michelle. Jules is Peppermint. She keeps on flopping but wins a challenge. Sam is obviously trending, which means that Lexi would be Sasha. Great conceptual fashion, though doesn't really have a lot of wins to prove it. And that would mean that Lana is Nina Benita Brown, but we shall see. Let's sort of go with the flow, but Nina had a win, so. And the person who went home this week is Valentina. Something bad happens, but she was one of RuPaul's favorites. Let's talk about the challenge. So, RuPaul tells them what they're going to be doing. And she also lets them assign their own roles. We have 3 groups of 2 and then 1 final HBIC. Inspired by Tiffany New York Pollard. Now, if you know Tiffany, like I know Tiffany, every gay person needs to know who New York is. She's iconic. And there's a rant that she does that is iconic. It is the Gemma is a fat, see you next Tuesday. And it's sort of a big deal. Because, it's one of her most viral moments. Now, Jules wants this role. Susie wants this role. I would have given the role to Anya. But I also do have to say, one second. Sorry, I was getting a text from somebody. That Big Fupa and Drippy Q were very up Anya and Lana's avenues. So here's who we have. We have Lana as Drippy Q, Anya as Big Fupa, Jules as Chicago, Sam Star as Shonda Cox, I think her name was, Lydia as a proctologist. I forgot her name. I think it was something having to do with buttholes. And that's the only reason that Lydia wanted that role, because it had to do with buttholes. Sam Star is Shonda Cox. And then we have Liza Rimmer, who is a Lisa Rinna type. And Felicity, something having to do with... It's Vanderpump. Susie's going to play Felicity. Lexi's going to play Liza. Yeah. Let's get into the challenge. They're going to be directed by Cheyenne Jackson. Hot. He's a hot guy. So, good for him. And they're going to be acting with Ross Matthews. Ross Matthews looks like... it's supposed to look like Truman Capote. He's giving more John Hammond from Jurassic Park. Mixed with, that one old guy who's in Sherlock that was evil. You know what I'm talking about. He was also in Jurassic World. He was in Jurassic World. He gets eaten in the elevator. Him. Mixed with, Marlon Brando in The Island of Dr. Moreau. The Island of Dr. Moreau. If you've seen that movie, you know kind of what I'm talking about. It's very that. And I have to say, this was not a great acting challenge. Susie says, oh, this script is fantastic. It's not. But there are small moments that make it fantastic. So, the scenes go off. Jules says, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. Now I have all this energy. Well, guess what, ma'am? You're up. Now it's time to reel it in. And she does a job. Yeah. I mean, what else do you want me to say? This acting challenge fucking blowed. Blowed? See, I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's hit the runway and then we'll talk about each of them in their scenes. Up first, let's start with let's start at the very beginning. Let's start with Lana Jarre. Category is black and white ball. This look, it was a look. She said that she'd never did it before. Lies. Liza Minnelli lies. She's done it before. I think my main issue with Lana's look is that it was basic. Right? I'm expecting Lana to come out in a full gown, giving me some pageant something. You know, she's been very no tits, no ass walking down the runway. I want her to give me some body. I mean, she's probably not going to, but a guy can dream, right? She looked good with pads on. I don't understand why she doesn't wear them. This look tonight was, again, it was okay. In the challenge, I thought that she did fine. I probably would have put her as safe or low, because I could kind of tell that between her and Lexi, it was kind of, she was kind of just there for a little bit of the scene, but I wouldn't have put her in the bottom. She definitely was, like, low, but safe. But I think her outfit was not the best. Lana's makeup tonight looked great. Her hair looked great. But I'm waiting with Lana for something. You know, I think that she's just here. I think that Hormona would have actually done really well in this challenge. I'm sorry I keep on bringing her back up, but Hormona could still have been here. At least until next week. Next week she might have gone home, but I don't think that she would have landed in the bottom after the sea ball. I have no idea what's going on in there, mind you. Let's talk about Anya. This look is, I understand it's a Bjork reference, right? I understand that. I'm proud of her for that. 1 minute. How many snacks do I have? Not a whole lot, actually. Kind of broke, but somebody at my workplace gave me this. 2 little cookie. Very good. Are you tired of the crinkling yet? Too bad. I wanted a little sweet treat. Give yourself a sweet treat. Anyway, Anya, I like this look a lot, but I wish that it was more black and white and less black and gray. I like the swan. I just wanted more. Also, Anya's looks, again, this is a very glamorous look, but I guess it's just Anya glamorous. Like, I don't see like pageant glamorous in this, which is fine. She can have her own type of glamour. But I don't know. I want to see her in a very glamorous outfit. I don't think it's gonna happen. Anyway, let's go to her acting challenge. Loved it. I don't know if she was my favorite. She might have been. But I did enjoy it. She definitely has the stage presence of a superstar. I'm so proud of her. This is a cream. Lana gets a cream for her challenge, but for her runway, I'm going to give it a crunch. For Anya's runway, I'm also going to give it a crunch. I just feel like she needed more black and white. Next up, Sam Starr. Sam played the Shonda Cox or whatever her name was. I forget her name. I don't care about her name. She did really well. It was very Rue McClanahan coded though, which is great because we all know who Rue McClanahan is. She was giving it her all. I love her southern accent. When she does her southern accent, I think it really works. Which is why it didn't work in the acting challenge previously. But she's really become like a rising star here. I didn't know if she was going to last that long, but she's proving me wrong. And on the runway, hi. I'm going to wear something black and white here in a minute. You better leave me alone. Thank you. On the runway, she looks great. I love this clown look. I love the gesture look. It is something that I don't think her drag mother would have ever attempted until after Sister Mary Coot, which is around this time, actually, in the season that she really decided to try out something. She looks great on the runway. I like the little bells. I like how they jingle. I did mention to Mom, each time Sam would go, and they, and I'd be like, oh, they, pronouns. And also, I did say, I like how the little bells jingle. Because that was something that he said. He said, I like how the little bells jingled. And I'm like, I'm Sam Smith. I like how the little bells jingle. So she gets a cream for both her runway and her performance tonight. Next up, Lydia Butthole Collins. This was a tough gig because on the runway, I like it. It's a good look. She can't really walk in it, but hey, that's fine. Just as long as you don't have lip sync, right? But in the challenge, I think that this role was set up for failure. You can't really do a whole lot with what they were trying to give her. And I don't understand it. I don't understand the direction that her character was trying to go, right? If it was supposed to go one way, then why didn't she, you know? I think it was supposed to be a lot more sincere and a lot less funny, but the sincerity was supposed to be the funny part. I think that she could have made that work if that was really, like, hammered home to her. For this, though, I'm going to give her a crunch. But on the runway, she gets a cream. It's a really great look. I do like the way that she moves in it. However, there is something that is just... It's Lydia. Like, her long gloves and stuff. But, like, Get out of my tub. I do wish that she had, I don't know. It's the most glamorous that I've seen of her. So, she gets a cream on the runway. Next up, let's talk about Lexi Love. I know that Susie Toot was next, but I'm going to do Lexi Love next. This look was okay. As the competition progresses, you're supposed to get better with your looks. Why isn't she? It's just my opinion. Why isn't she getting better with her looks? I mean, I'm waiting for her to really pump it up, and she's just not. It was an okay look. She gets a cream, but like, She could have done something different. She's already worn a veil. She always drags something behind her. And if you took the veil away, you'd be left with a mini dress, which Michelle would have read the shit out because it's too basic. So you need the train, but then also you've done the train multiple times on the runway. It's cream. I'm gonna stop before I get too mad. However, her performance, I actually really enjoyed it. It was a bit on the safer side, but she still did really well. I just think that her scene partner outperformed her. Let's talk about Miss Toot Toot Beep Beep Susie Toot. No notes. She did fabulous. I didn't like the lace, obviously, on her head because it was made for Anya, so it was not made for a woman of her skin tone. But Susie is a phenomenal actress. This could have been Susie's third win. And in fact, between Anya and Susie, I would have given the win probably to Anya, but Susie did just as well. You could have given them a double win. I really enjoyed this look, and she did fabulous. Hey, Marcy, could we not, please? Could we stop? On the runway, love this look. It is Cats, the musical, mixed with Cats, the musical, mixed with, mixed with that. Mixed with that. No, mixed with, like, grayscale, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Like, it's beautiful. It's also ancient Egyptian. Like, it's really great. I love this look. It is a cream for me. Finally, let's talk about Miss Jules. Jules had the hardest monologue. You know, it's the Tiffany New York Pollard monologue. But I think that her ambitions were correct. I would have seen her more as Susie's character, and Susie more as this, or Susie more as, like, the proctologist character, and maybe Lydia more than this, or Sam Starr more than this. Jules was just not the right fit for Chicago. And honestly, I think that it really was not a great thing. She gets a crunch tonight. I expected a hell of a lot more out of her. As for her runway, it was fine. They kept on saying, this is going in the museum. Why? Because Rosé's pockets decided to have a kitty cat baby. She looks like the type of person, the type of picture that would be on like a sleek boutique wall. And that could be a compliment. You never know. I liked the look, don't get me wrong. But I don't necessarily understand all the praise that it was getting. I understand it was better than Lana's look, but if we're picking between the two of them to put in the bottom, I'm choosing the one with the monologue. Because we put Katya in the monologue, in the bottom for a monologue, and now we got this. We got a Who Should Go Home Tonight? Why? And it was so disappointing. Like, I need the Lux Noir London essay of why each queen should go home tonight. Now, I want to see Susie Toot because Susie Toot did well, and I'm there I would like Susie Toot. That was literally 95% of the answers. I would have said Jules because you chose that monologue and you fucked it up. I would have said Lana because you've been in the bottom 3 times with 0 wins, and also you don't glue your lace down, and you should go home, and you don't pad. And then I would have said, and Lydia, because you did really bad in the challenge, and you want to go home and see your boyfriend. Those would be the 3. Or Lexi, because I'm tired of hearing you cry. Like, I understand that maybe, you know, they're trying to set up this narrative that Susie is more like villainous than we actually think that she is. But like, you can't have the Lucy LaDuca moment for Susie when she's doing well in the challenge. Lucy did great during Wiggly's, right? In fact, that's judging on its own. It should have been probably Lux versus Selena there. But, come on now. Like, what is going on? After the critiques, we find out that Anya wins the challenge. I agree. I agree with Anya winning the challenge. She did well enough. I would have also maybe have given it to Susie. Lexi is safe. Sam did really well. Though I think that Sam is, again, going back into a little bit of more polished perfection. Then what we need her to be, I need her to reel it back in. She's doing great, sweetheart. Now, as for the bottom queens, we found out Jules is safe. Why? Because they like Jules' outfit more than they like Lana's. Okay, whatever. The lip sync song, I called it. Who wants to go to Four Seasons in Orlando? I do, because, and that's an old meme. Because we have Miss Sam Smith, or they, sorry, their hit song, not Miss Sam Smith, them Sam Smith. Marcy, help me out here. You know Sam Smith, right? Right? The way Marcy does not care about Sam Smith. I don't really either. Like, Sam Smith is fine. They're a fine creator. It's Unholy by Sam Smith. Feet Kim Petras. Yeah, okay, whatever. First off, Lydia and Lana are the bottom two. And Lydia starts out super strong. But you notice she can't move. It shouldn't be giving Kimura Hall, though, because don't worry. Because Lydia is doing crazy movement. It makes it look like Lana is doing way too much for the song. So, this is Lana's week to go home, right? Like, finally, Lydia's going to get to say Lana's going to go home and it's going to be fine. Well, have we got a surprise for you? Because halfway through the song, Lydia goes, okay, I can't move. As well as I would like to on this day. So, let me take these scissors and cut the dress. Immediate now. And the second I saw the scissors come out, put them back. Put them back. Put it back in your bra. Tease that you have them, put it back. She starts cutting during the number. Did Scarlet Envy teach you nothing? Did Crystal Envy teach you nothing? I don't know. All the Envies. Envy Peru, did she teach you nothing? Envy Peru only lip sync once. Miss Janie GK. But, like, did anybody teach you anything? You never, ever, ever A, mess around with my beans, and 2, B, you never cut your dress in the middle of the lip sync unless you have an X-Acto knife and you can and it be off, because oh boy. And you know full well RuPaul was rooting for her to win. She's supposed to say I'm biased, but like, RuPaul wanted her to win. RuPaul wanted her to win. So much so that she put Lana in the bottom to send her home. Lana had been in the bottom twice already. It would have been so easy to see her gone. She had 0 challenge wins. And Lydia just got her first challenge win. RuPaul loves her. But Lydia took those scissors, cut her dress, and then she got stuck. It got worse. I'm sitting there with my mom watching it. My mom just goes, we were like shocked. We were like, okay, well, Lydia's got this in the bag. Lydia. Okay. She's cutting her dress. Okay, as long as... And then the confessional start. We're like, okay, well, maybe she can pull out of this. Leg gets stuck. My mom just goes... Stands up and walks away. She goes, I can't watch. Not because we were massive Lydia fans. We weren't. Right. But... It's because we knew RuPaul loves her. And full tea, we know that RuPaul loves her because, I mean, he loves butthole. I mean, like, what the fuck is going on in here on this day? Why is this happening? It was like watching the Hindenburg Disaster, part 85, the remix. And again, I'm not the biggest Lydia fan. I was fine with her going home. But the way she did it. And here's the thing. It completely overshadowed Lana, who I am so sorry has not been giving it during these lip syncs. You can sit there and say that she has, but I know for a fact she has not. I mean, I'm no lip sync guru, but I've seen over 100 lip syncs of on Drag Race. I have seen them all. I've swung with the best. I've been to Shut Up and Drive. I've been to, Barbie Girl. I've been to I'm Every Woman Trinity version. I've seen what Chi Chi DeVayne can do when she tells you she's not going. Lana is not a lip sync assassin. She's a lip sync survivor. Unlike Morphine and Maya, who pulled out trick after trick after trick and were calculated in how they moved, Lana is just hoping to stay. And it's been working. Now, do I think that she won against Hormona? No. Do I think that she's won the other two? Yes, and with this one, double sachet, I mean, it would be fair to say send them both home, because at this point, there ain't a whole lot that we can really do. But they, of course, keep Lana because she didn't have a wardrobe malfunction this time. Her wig has already come off, but they kept her then. But this time, she didn't have a wardrobe malfunction. She gets to stay. And they send Lydia home. I don't think that this was the plan. I think that RuPaul had planned to keep Lydia at least until next week. But you can kind of see the top 5 falling into place. And I can kind of see the top 4 falling into place. With, sadly, Susie Toot being the 5th one eliminated. She's going to have a shocking elimination. It's going to be bad. And in terms of Miss Jules, I feel like she's going to make it to the top 4 by the skin of her teeth. I feel like she is going to be just unable to... She's gonna get up there, and then she's gonna, like, be mid. I don't know. So, who's my winner? The top 2 of this season, if they do it like they've always been doing it, are Anya and Sam. Now, I could see Lexi squeaking by instead of Sam, but Anya and Sam just seem like the right fit. For me, at least. Who's going home next? Lana. Bye, Lana. What did you guys think of the episode? Let me know. I'll see you next week. Next week looks to be the Charisma Uniqueness Nerve Talent Models. We can't get a girl group, but we can get this. I'm going to file a cease and desist on Rupaul for ever doing any more acting challenges. We don't need them. It's fun to see stuff parodied, but let's be honest here. The last ones weren't good. And here's the thing, right? Like, See You Next Wednesday was originally supposed to be a Wednesday parody. But they had to cut it because of the writer's strike going on. So instead, they've done very mid-acting challenges since then, which is fine, I guess. What did you guys think of the episode? Leave your comments down below. I've been Jacob Ferguson. I will see you next time.